Good evening and welcome back to the Celtic Unrestricted View. It's myself, JP, and joining me this fine Tuesday evening, my good man, Mr. Ryan Clifford. Well, Ryan, obviously you were left in charge, should I say, of last night, mate. And while the gaffer was away making his debut on East End Community Radio. First of all, it's good to see you, wee man. Hope you're well. And how did last night go without me?
Aye, all good, mate. Just the daddy took care of it, mate. It's all right. Don't worry about that. No, it was good, mate. No, it was good to hear yourself on the radio as well, mate. It was a good chat with Kenny. So, good to hear your voice on the radio, mate. Yeah. So, it was good to have obviously John M, your dad, and Francis back on as well. So, good chat with your sponsor Bev. Really good chat with Bev. Good knowledge as well, and good opinions, and obviously Francis and Bev had a good chat about certain things as well. So I brilliant chat last night, and then obviously a wee bit at the end about Aberdeen, mate. So which was obviously what the pod is about tonight. I know there's a few comments about why is the pod. It is obviously for the game tomorrow, which we're all looking forward to, mate. And I hope you're well as well.
Yeah, and the fact that we just enjoy talking to you guys, so we just thought we'd come on and just annoy you for another wee night. But it's good to be back on, man. It was good being on the radio. The lads in there do a grand job, and I'm really thankful for the opportunity, Ryan, obviously with East End Community Radio. For anybody that doesn't know what I'm chatting about here, I'll show you a wee photo so you do know. So that's the second time now we have took part on East End Community Radio. For anybody that doesn't know, there we are. So we, just a short time ago, was given a new opportunity for the channel to go and have a chat, a football chat, a proper chat with the lads at East End Community Radio. And that's the name of their show on a Monday night, Terrace Talking Tunes. And it's hosted by Kenny. And usually the lad Declan is in the studio. Ryan, I don't know about you, mate, but I kind of agree with Kenny. I think the wee man's bottled it and decided not to get in last night because he knew I was going to be there. But what's that all about? Come on.
I think I was good last week. You were all going to be good. You thought, I can't have two good Celtic fans. Nah, I can't have that. Can't have that.
No, 100%, mate. 100%. But no, kidding aside, it was really good to get in. And I think you understand now what Toby was talking about enjoying the sauna, because it gets rather heated in there, and that's no just the chat I'm talking about either.
I have had some heated moments in the half-10 show, mate, but I think that beats the half-10 show in there. It's pretty warm to say the least, mate. Aye,
100%. We'll come with a few comments as we normally do. And Jem, straight in, boom. I had you each way again tonight, so I'm quids in tonight. Evening JP, Ryan, and the chat. I guess tonight's pod is due to the game being tomorrow. Spot on. There you go. Bet you were top of your class at school and all. Brilliant, man. Superb. Didn't need any help either, Ryan. Didn't he? No. Just does what it says on the tin, really. We comment here for P. McLaughlin. Come on, the hoops. As always, evening, boys and girls, from our good man, Mr. Graham Souness. It's good to see you last night, back on the show again, Francis. Good on you, mate. Lindsay in as well. Evening, JP and Ryan, the Celtic family, hail, and thank you for taking my shirt to my Maz. Ah, lovely. It was my wee niece you gave it to. Hope that was a shirt, by the way. Hope that was a shirt she's talking about, by the way. I hope you've not kept something for me, wee man.
She's on the half-10 show, Lindsay. You'll see that later on.
And she goes on to say her ma couldn't believe how big it was. So, right, come on. Ryan.
I'll tell you what, it wasn't fucking me.
You've got to be... I was just about to... I didn't want to jump in front of him there and recorrect him and go, right, but... we'll keep that one for another time, man. Chris Murray as well. Good evening, boys. Chat. Aye, 100%. James Kennedy, evening JP and Ryan. Francis has said no need to give me abuse. I'm just trying to be consistent, mate. That's all. I'm just trying to. My good man. I left him instructions last night to mention it. I know, and he never failed, so we're all right. Lindsay goes on to tell us that she's a hermit. She doesn't get out much. I bet she's running for the hills now after seeing that big King of Days, you know. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get to why we're all here. Ryan, it is indeed a top-of-the-table clash of Celtic versus Aberdeen. As I've said in the banner there, Aberdeen versus Celtic. They are at home. They are up in the... up at Aberdeen. And obviously, always going there for me it's always been a tough ask for us. It's always been a battle. I expect nothing less tomorrow, mate.
Well, 9 times out of 10, it can be a stuffy game. But I just think the way we are now, and the way Aberdeen have kind of dropped off a wee bit for the start of the season, I don't think it's going to be as tough as what it could be in the past. I just think that the way we are...
What's giving you that impression, mate?
Just the way we're playing, mate.
Right, okay.
Totally blitzed Ross County. It was 5 going on 10. It's just the way we are. It's not about us being entitled, or you've just got to go the way we are in form. Aberdeen have dropped off a wee bit. We're full of momentum. The team's flying, full of confidence. Even the guys who haven't started the last few games, like McKibben, Bernardo, Ida, they were brilliant. Baye came on and done okay as well. So, realistically, Aberdeen, I think they need to get the first goal if they're going to cause it. If you want to call it an upset or they want to kind of get a victory, I think Aberdeen need to get the first goal. But even then, JP, we get a goal against Ross County, and then we won 2-1 when we're only playing well.
Yeah.
But other teams in the past, Hearts, we've all done it in previous years when we went behind and we still went and won the game. I know it's not going to happen every time you play, but you've got to just go with your feelings, mate. And the way we are playing now, I'm not expecting a tough game. But to be honest with you, I'm not expecting us to have a hard time. I'm just expecting us to carry on for the week. I'm not going to say it's going to be 4 or 5, but I just don't think it's going to be maybe as hard as people think it is. I think we have got, if you want to call them, Aberdeen's number now for the semi-final when we absolutely blitzed them. I think that could be in our memory as well. A bit of fear. Right, we need to start off well here, because if we don't, look what can happen.
Yeah, 100%, mate. Jerry Burns, he says he's just come across you. What are you doing on? You've not just come across us, you've been watching us for months, mate. I remember all your comments, the majority of them anyway, that's for sure. I was expecting tomorrow morning. Well, unfortunately, we're not on live tomorrow morning. We are doing something tomorrow, but it's not for tomorrow, if that makes sense, Jerry. So all will be revealed in due course, I'm afraid. Francis, just while we were chatting there, Ryan, he says, I think we will win convincingly, guys. I don't like being too confident, but I am.
Yep.
I can get that. I think a lot of the fans are like that now, aren't they? I said this on the radio last night, Ryan. They get into games now with that confidence, and it's no cockiness, mate. You know, we've deserved to be in this position. You know, we've done very, very well as a football team, and we've built ourselves. You look at last season. I love Brendan's comments in his presser recently where he talks about a year ago. You know, he's talking about signing a new contract. He said, "Well, a year ago they didn't want me here." He says, "A year ago we were booed off a pitch after winning 1-0 at Celtic Park." He said, "So," he says, I'm not getting into signing new deals, etc. No, only that, almost a year ago, we booed Santa off the park. And then he delivered greatness for us. He brought out the league trophy to us in May, which was magical. I'll tell you what, he'll not be getting booed this year.
No.
Definitely not be getting booed this year. It's probably going to be one of the biggest cheers we've heard at Celtic Park for a long time when he graces us with his presence. But yeah. But Aberdeen, I agree with you, Ryan. I think Aberdeen are in a, I don't want to say free fall. I just want to say they've certainly lacked that kind of spirit. But I said to Kenny last night on the radio, I firmly believe that we've done that to them by that mauling we gave them in the semi-final.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've put them in their place. Not to be too disrespectful either. I just think that, you know, it's one of those ones, mate, when you're Aberdeen were full of confidence. They were winning games, were beating teams and brushing teams aside. Then they come up against the best. And then they realise quickly now, there's levels to the game, mate.
Aye, a lot of people before the game, the semi-final, were like, oh, what? And I was very confident we won the game. It's just because, especially at Hampden, I couldn't, apart from the 90 minutes, when was the last time we lost at Hampden? We could beat our frame of close to water in extra time, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So,
aye.
When was the last time we could beat Hampden in normal time? Years. a long time ago.
That's a tough one, that, isn't it? Because even Inverness beat us in extra time as well.
Aye, so
we should have won that. They should have been down to 10 men.
So a lot of people say that Hampden Hampden and Celtic didn't go well. When was the last time? I couldn't tell you off the top of my head right now without doing the research. I couldn't tell you in my memory when the last time we lost 90 minutes at Hampden. Mm-hmm. Because we were in every final basically, apart from the. Because obviously we didn't play in Hampden at the 10th season because we weren't in the competition. That to that end of the competition, so we didn't get beat at Hampden. We weren't there. So, but when was the last time in 90 minutes we get beat at Hampden? So, in terms of that, I was very confident that we were going to go and win because I believe that we're far superior to every team in the league. In Aberdeen, yes, the manager's done really well. It's not a manager bounce. The manager's got his message across. He's helped the players. He's coached them. He's got them a lot better. But I do feel they'll fade a wee bit. I think I'm not saying they'll finish third or set. I don't know where they'll finish, but I do think they'll fade a wee bit, and it could all stem from tomorrow as well. Because we could go and get beat. I'm not even enough to know what can happen. We're not going to win. We might not win every game this year. We could, but we might know. Probably no. We probably will get beat the odd time here and there.
Well, I mean, just as you touch on that there, Ryan, as James says, Aberdeen have Drewbys, obviously at Celtic Park as well.
I know what you're saying, James, but obviously...
No, I'm just meaning that we're certainly not going to win every game because that's... 100%,
But again, I agree with the manager in terms... And I agree that obviously I was at the game and obviously it was a live event. I was like, to slide... No, I need to slide. I had to slide to the end just in case and get in happen. But it was too... I know it was a cracking ball for McGrath, but Scale should have done better. His man... The pressure has been better as well. It was 2 goals that could have been avoided and we should have been 5-0 up at half time. So I get Aberdeen get a point and fair play to them, but on the grand scheme of things, we should have won the game comfortably. But we didn't, and that's in the past. And so it just proves that if you don't take a chance, you don't defend well, you can drop points in this league. It doesn't matter how good we are. So I'm expecting Aberdeen to try and take points average. They're going to try and come out and silences and try and come out and probably get an early goal if they can to maybe upset the apple cart, but I just don't see one winner, mate. It's not been disrespectful, but if we get an early goal, mate, it could be another off county.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the previous comments here, I think it was Jerry Burns, he said that we've got a different mindset now, you know, and this team, I don't think it matters what team Brendan puts out. They all know what the role is and what the key patterns are for us and the way we address games. I love the way Brendan's using his squad now, Ryan. I really do. I think it's working well. It's keeping them all happy as well. Guys are happy. They're coming in and they're not only coming in, mate, they're making big contributions. You know? I know you touched on him last night, but one guy I want to touch on just now is Luke McCown. Mm-hmm. I really think that lad... the way he's going, and I don't mean this to be disrespectful because I know he's got a long way to go, and this guy done it over a long period of time, but his patterns of play, his technical ability and everything, the way he plays the game, mate, it's not going to be long before we forget talking about Matt O'Reilly. Because the way this lad's playing, that reminded me having Matt O'Reilly back in my team at the weekend, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just the way he moves with the ball, the way he moves into space, the way he scans, the way everything. He's just one step ahead of everything he does. He's one step ahead of the people that he's playing with, and he's one step ahead of the guys he's playing against. What I think he's really helped with is the mindset of the team as well. Mm-hmm. You listen to his presser, Ryan. He's sitting there, he's just in the door, mate, and he's sitting there saying, listen, you can't come here and have a petty lip. So maybe that's a wee dig at one or two others that's in that squad. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Why else would they say it? People ask questions about Lewis Palmer. He's been on social media, as it appears, thrown the rattle out the pram a couple of times. Maybe that's a wee dig at him. No, you've got to dig in. You've got to be ready when you are called upon. It's a long season. You are going to be called upon eventually. You can't just go, I'm not getting a game, so I'm just not going to try. That's not going to fly at that club. It just won't fly. And for the wee man to come out and say that, I firmly agree, Ryan, that Brendan's already improved the boy. But he's improved him, knowing his footballing ability, because a lad had all that in abundance before he even came here. What he's improved him in is his tactical awareness. You can see that changing now. He knows when to go into spaces. He knows when to come back. He knows, what I love about him, Ryan, is he can spot danger. So see when he knows his midfielders maybe aren't getting the ball, he gets himself into a position where he knows he's going to make it difficult for the opponent. He done it millions of times at the weekend. And I've always said to you, Ryan, to the average fan that just watches games, and again, I'm not being disrespectful at all, but when you talk to guys like Barry Bannon, you talk to guys like William, you spoke to guys like Alan Thompson, you speak to guys and you have a proper football chat with Paul Hartley and guys, it helps you to understand the game a wee bit better and look at the game differently for the way you ever thought you looked at it before. It gives you a better understanding. So I don't only just watch players when they're running. I now watch players when they've not got the ball. What are they doing? Are they being a good teammate? Are they hiding? Are they not looking? Are they trying to duck out the way? I'm trying to see the way they're set up. And Celtic, both with the ball and off the ball, Ryan, it's absolutely frightening. It was similar when obviously, I mean, a lot of people might think it's cringy, but when Gary Hooper was here at Celtic, I was still playing football at the time. And I actually used to watch Hooper very, very closely. Off the ball, on the ball, when he was in possession, out possession, everything he done, he's moving. And I tried to no follow it, but I used to look at it closely and just see what he done, because I thought it was different class, like his movement, and that's what I used to look at. So it wasn't just the team. So you look at certain aspects of certain players, what they're doing, and I was doing that for my benefit. But yeah. I get what you're saying, mate. You can see things sometimes when you go to the game. Listen, you just look at the game. You don't really look at certain bits or certain things. But I've spoke to you again about certain things. I don't think Scales done well, or Taylor, or Bernardo done this, or McGregor did Robbie Hatate's ball with it. Because you're looking at different things or certain things. You want to see if they do it. And recently, McKibben, he's been brilliant, mate, on the ball and off the ball. I don't think it's just the fact that he's made them tactically better, or he's made them better. I think he's made them into a winner as well. I think automatically when you come here, you need to be a winner. So if that means, I actually watched a podcast today. It was Mick McCarthy on Under the Caution. He was saying, I can't mean to the guy, but he says he was training, and he says a guy who obviously one of his teammates, and he says, "Oh, Mick, it's just training because you lost a 5 or 8." He's like, "What do you mean it's just training?" He's like, "Away you." He says, "If you're happy to accept getting beat at training, then you're happy to beat a Saturday." He's like, "That doesn't happen here, son. It doesn't happen here." So I think that might be the same at Celtic with guys like McGregor and maybe McKibben, Scott Orry.
the guys for Forest, that's a Forest, and your Vickerses, it's all the guys, Johnson. I think you need to be a winner in that team, because see if you're a winner at training, you'll be a winner on the park as well. Obviously, winning trophies helps, but you need to be a winner. And I think McKibben's turned into a winner. I know he's came for Dundee, no won a lot, no really won much anything at Dundee. He's played a lot of first team football, the captain. So you've then brought in a leader as well. You've got Bernardo, who's captain his country at the youth level of 21s, 23s.
Yeah.
You've got Johnson's captain Canada a few times. He's captain. I don't know if Vickers is captain America. He probably has at one point. I don't know if he has. I don't know, but he's captain us at one point. McGregor's captain us. So you've got leaders in the team. You've got Schmeichel. So the team's full of winners, JP. So well. That's what I mean. So see if you've got McKibben there and with all the boys, it's just going to make him even better. Not just playing football, but everything about him. Training, nutrition, everything. Everything. He'll come an absolute amazing player.
He's got a McDonald's drive-through and looking for a fullback instead.
I'm not saying that he's going to be playing every week, or he's going to be a captain, or he's going to be a superstar. I'm not saying that, but he's going to be a very, very good teammate in this team, and he's going to be a good player going forward. The quality did that when he came in. Ali Engels, but did we miss Engels at the weekend? No. Have we really missed Matt O'Reilly this season? No. And that's a compliment to Engels, McKibben, Bernardo, McGregor, and Tatati, that we've no missed what you would call a guy, well, if you want to call him a star player that left for all that money. Have we really missed him? I wouldn't say so.
No, I don't think we have. And again, guys like Engels and that have helped us not to miss somebody that, in my opinion, of that importance. He left for a record transfer fee, so some things, I said it away back at the beginning when Matt was ready to move to Brighton, and I said it then, and I said some things are just meant to be. And I was saying to one of my mates, I said, one of the best things to happen to Celtic could be moving Matt O'Reilly on. And that's when there was chat of Engels coming, and then obviously the boy McCown. And by the way, how lucky have we been to have both midfielders brought in with superb attributes between both of them to accompany an already winning side. I agree with you. Look, McCown's attitude, first class. His footballing ability, even better. Now it's about getting himself consistently doing it. Can we get to a point where we're relying on you, wee man, game after game? Like a Callum McGregor, like an Alistair Johnston, even a Greg Taylor. I'm talking about guys that have been in a team a longer period of time, consecutively, game after game. And I believe we can. I believe we'll get there. I firmly believe he's got everything about him to be a Celtic captain. I think a lot of fans and callers into like Clyde One and other things have already said things like this anyway. But for me, Ryan, I really hope, I want to see him tomorrow, and I think his performance on Saturday really deserves and warrants Luke McCown to start tomorrow. Paulo Bernardo, there is another lad I'm really excited about. I just think the way he switches on and play, I'm going to put my neck out in the line, and I'm talking about the last couple of weeks in form. I think, see the midfield on Saturday, that's my midfield moving forward just now. Until such times where they start showing lackadaisicalness in their play, inconsistencies, which I think for me is going to take quite a lot for that to happen. But I just think, chemistry-wise, mate, they three complement one another so well. And they also provide us with a massive, massive goal threat, Ryan.
It lets McGregor have not a free role, but it takes all the winning off of McGregor as well, because McKibben's he's an absolute... By the way, so is, to be fair, Hattati and Engels are the same, Bernardo, but Bernardo's an absolute workhorse. And as soon as we signed him last year, I keep saying the game the game at Lazio was when I thought, right, this boy's got it. It was for me. It was our standout player away from home, and that was the game where we just lacked a wee bit of quality final third to win that game, and we've probably maybe got that now with Nicholas Kuhn in that final third. And for me, the midfield right now, if that's the midfield in Morajai, then I'm happy. The only thing I think that's going to keep Hatate no playing certain games is his ball retention. I know on form he's a superstar in this team, and he's probably potentially the best player in Scotland when he's at his peak. But you can't keep getting the ball away, because eventually, if you play against your Aston Villas away from home, etc., even Zagreb's, they'll punish you. It's already doing that.
Ryan, he done it against Club Brugge, that nearly cost us.
Yep, that's what I mean.
There was 2 touches of the ball. Engels gives him the ball. Engels is actually looking for a bounce pass to go again. Hatate turns and just passes it right to the boy Jutliger. And I was like, what are you doing, man?
If you do that against, no offence to St Mirren, Ross County, 9 times out of 10 at Celtic Park, they're not really going to punish you, right? But when you play against these bigger teams like your Bruges, Aston Villa, Dortmund, etc., well, look at Dortmund, right? I know it was if you want to call it a freak result or a flip result. Any time we gave the ball away, they punished us. So that tells you what not to do. Don't do silly mistakes and give the ball away. You need to try and keep the ball, especially in Europe, as much as you can. And so only critical thing I would say about Hatate is his ball retention can sometimes be really no good. And that's just the only thing I think that will keep him out of this team.
Sloppiness, Ryan. Sloppiness, mate. Just far too lackadaisical. I think I don't know if it's a laziness thing with him, or he's too casual sometimes, mate.
Well,
and the way
the manager,
he makes sure it's zipped.
The manager mentioned that last year. We spoke about it. The manager mentioned it last year at the start of pre-season about Hatate keeping the ball better.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. And we were at a game together, mate, and obviously we've seen how unhappy Brendan was on the side.
He was raging.
There was one time where, remember? And he got whipped off. He was asked to press the ball. He never done it. Brendan, boom, off. Bernardo
took him off.
Straight away. I think it was a big game as well, wasn't it?
I can't remember the game, but I know I can remember it because me and you spoke about it after the game.
Right after the game, and we said, look how unhappy he was here. Press the game. We'll put it this way, mate. Would you want to be the guy in that dressing room now that come match day -1, you're in the analysation room and you're the one that's getting talked about? The only thing about him is, again, I don't know if that's ever going to get better. I don't know if he's going to get that any better. But his pressing has got better. But
he's got everything else apart from the ball retention. But again, this is why. Again, I don't want people saying that Celtic. Listen, Celtic are a massive club, right? But there's reasons why certain players are at Celtic. It's because they've not got that wee tiny bit more to go up a notch I'm not saying Arsenal's, but maybe your Arsenal's or that kind of level, like Spurs, etc. So, like Hatate, see if Hatate can keep the ball, I don't want to keep here. It could be at a Spurs or.
You think that's a reason why the Japanese won't play him?
Possibly. It could be. Because I keep getting back to, like, O'Neill hardly played with Ratchet away from home. Why was that? There were certain reasons why he didn't do it. Tom Rogic in Europe as well didn't always play because certain games didn't suit them. It's not because they're bad players. It's like Engels. See, next time we play Rugby Park, I want to play Engels because he just didn't look the part in the game just didn't suit him.
Yeah.
He wants the ball on the carpet, you know what I mean?
There's a comment here for Jerry, and he says it's because he's a risk taker. Now, I understand that. I get that. I like the way he plays and he's on the edge. But Jerry, you've got to know your audience sometimes, mate. You've got to know what you're up to. When you do it in European football, mate, you get really punished. I mean, you're doing it needlessly with 2 or 3 other options that are obviously on for you, but then you try and play a pass that it's not even there. It's made up in your own head if you think that's there. Like, this is what we mean about the slackness in the play. Look, McCall's a risk taker, but you've got to know when to do it. Ryan, there's a pass I want to talk to you about as well on Saturday. It led to nothing, right? It led to absolutely nothing. Evening, Barry. It led to zilch. It's the best pass I've saw at Celtic Park in the last 5 years. And I'm kidding you not, off the back of a passage of play that we had quite a lot of the ball. I think we made about 17 passes somebody in the comments want to correct me, I'll stand corrected, but I think it was about 17, 18 passes. And then the ball's played into Luke McCown, and he does like a Ronaldinho thing. He looks away that way and just zaps the ball through a gap. Now, it's the one Alex Valle runs onto, and he's 1-on-1 with the goalie.
Mm-hmm.
And the goalkeeper saves it. Now, it comes to nothing. But honestly, see that pass? That's frightening to do that at any level, let alone try and compute that in your head, mate. You obviously got to know that ball's got to come off, otherwise you're going to look an absolute fool if you don't do it. And we're sitting here talking about Hatate doing this.
See, as well with Hatate, see, a lot of people are obviously, myself sometime included, Kyogo maybe no scoring as many goals as he has in the past, right, as well. But I think that is due to Hatate not being on for him as well, because the manager mentioned it, that Hatate is vital to Kyogo, because sometimes Hatate at certain times is the only guy that picks out his runs.
Yeah.
That he makes.
Do you think Luke McCown would think Kyogo?
The more they play with each other, they'll get that knowledge of how to play. It's like, see, listen, it's back to years ago, but see when Larsson and Sutton and Petrov and all these guys played, they knew as soon as Petrov and that get the ball, Larsson knew where to go, Sutton, they all knew where to go. So the longer you play with each other, the more that's going to be telepathic. I think it's just because Hatate and Kyogo, they've played each other before, they played with Japan, and they've got that interlinked kind of intelligence to know where to run. And I think that will eventually go the more they play with each other in the middle of the park.
And by the way, not only that, what about your big pal?
Who Scales?
Oh, mate, he's on a goal.
I've already praised him.
And then he's on an assist. What a pass, mate! What a pass that is to find Luke McCown.
No.
The correct way to pass. This is your centre half. When you've got your centre half being able to pass a ball like that, mate.
That's what I said to. I said that to, I can't remember who it was, Francis or was it Bev last night? But I did say, listen, we can all be critical, but when somebody's doing well and they're doing something well or they've done something, you need to praise them. So I said yesterday, Liam Scales was tremendous at the weekend. He didn't look at a place. He didn't look like a guy who was no here a year and a bit ago. He didn't look like a guy that was making mistakes 6 months ago. To what I thought, he looked solid. He looked like he was right involved with the team, cracking goal, cracking assist. So, like I did say yesterday, in Scotland, especially European level, still a wee bit. I can count on him to a certain degree, but when it comes to Scotland, I am absolutely fine with Liam Scales playing. It doesn't. It's not a case of Scales. No, I'm all right with him in Scotland. I'm European level. I'm all right with him, but I'm still a wee bit. Oh, I don't know. We bit of a mistake there still. But in Scotland, I still feel that he's fine now, mate.
You've got to be. I mean, you talk about European-wise, he's got to be well lauded now after the Bergamo. I mean,
I still rather trust it though. Personally, I'd still rather. I get what you're saying. I think Scales he's well enough to come in, but I still, for the European side, I think Trustees showed that he's just a wee bit better than him at that level. But for Scotland, mate, I'm absolutely fine with him. He was solid. He looks like he's bulked up a wee bit as well. He looks like he's stronger. So maybe me feeding on bleach in the cupboards helped him, mate.
Not only that, mate. He's not only winning trophies at Celtic. He's also winning trophies in Europe as well, as we can clearly see here. He's been given Man of the Match awards in Europe as well. So the big fella. Listen, he's a threat at set pieces as well, man. With that header ability, that was a great goal at the weekend as well. And as Jerry Burns says, big Scales, he is actually trying to prove you wrong, right? He was complaining about the size of that cupboard you put him in the last time.
He's come to meet the Wonder Bar on Friday, Jerry. Do you want to get us in there for a pint?
But because of the game on Saturday, Scales is on the fruit juice. Apparently, he's on fruit shoots.
He's on would you call that blue stuff? Still game, would you call it?
Scuduba.
Scuduba, aye.
Scuduba. Aye, superb. Barry says, hope everyone is well coming into this time of the year. Remember now, What's under the tree that counts? It's who's round you. If you have no one, we always have Celtic. Yeah, that's pretty.
Brilliant.
Pretty,
Good point.
Good point, mate. Well said. I quite like that. That's good. Kind of drop a ginger very easy. Definitely not. Monty John says the big scalesy. Love his spelling as well, mate. Need to have a word with you once we finish, right enough. Is Mr. Reliable. He's getting more consistent every game. Couldn't agree more. I've always liked Liam Scales anyway, so I'm not even going to get into that myself. I think it might be 4. Including his international. So I think it's 4. Because he's got one against Slovan Bratislava. One on Saturday. I'm trying to think. The one with the Republic of Ireland. I'm sure he's. I'm sure he am. Yeah, heard that as well. A wee bit of breaking news for us earlier. Santa's sleigh refuses to land in Larkhall. It's a shame that, innit? Apparently they've got to walk 10,000 miles to get presents, mate.
It's all green. It's all green. It's all green over there.
It's all green. Apparently it's. There it's there. One against Kilmarnock as well. Man. Yes, that's right. Well done, John W67. Well done. Yeah, Santa's sleigh. That's a shame. Does the ice cream van still play the sash up there?
Probably does. You walk in the subway and they play the sash.
By the way, do you know that's the only subway where they've got a blue sign?
Mate, that's criminal, isn't it?
That's mental. It's just mental.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
Gonna get
folks, this isn't a joke, by the way. Google whatever you can. The Larkhall subway. The subway shop. Takeaway. When you get
a 6-inch subway out the blue subway, yeah.
Aye. Go and get a 6-inch subway out the blue subway.
Don't get me a salad dressers at the subway.
You're not even allowed to ask for. You're not even allowed to ask for normal cheese. Apparently, it's all blue cheese.
Blue cheese, goat cheese.
Apparently, it's all blue cheese. They've got blue lettuce and blue peppers, not that in there, I know. So the shop I know you walk into and you ask for blue tomatoes.
Brilliant, man.
They apparently they do a nice salad dressers box for you in there as well.
But there's no chicken tikka sakalas in there.
No, there's no many chicken tikka sakalas, mate. No. What was the other one they used to do?
The Beal deal, that's away now, isn't it?
Aye. The silver side of beef, no, that's away now as well. They don't do that anymore.
I don't know what I'm ready to call it, the Clement meal deal or something. No, I don't know what I'm ready to call it, something.
Aye.
Well, if that's what they fancy, that's what they fancy, innit?
The 6-inch spicy pickled clemmy.
Extra hot jalapenos.
Extra hot jalapenos, aye. Aye. Brilliant, man.
Papa's pickle.
Papa's pickle, aye.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant.
Aye. Papa's pickle, brilliant. But apparently Dairy Family meal deal in there, I know, $16.90 for it as well.
1967 is no there, but no, that's no there.
Big Philip Clement's opening up a Chinese in the Shankill Road, by the way, in Northern Ireland. He's calling it the Orns Walk.
Oh, Jesus, man. Brilliant.
He's calling it the Orns Walk, apparently.
Jesus, man.
Right, obviously the game tomorrow. What you expecting team-wise for us?
Team-wise, do you know what? I think it might keep it similar. The only change I think it will be is Kuhn for Forest. I think the rest will stay the same. I think he'll keep Ida, and I think he'll keep Kyogo for Hampden because he's very good at Hampden, and he specialises playing in the big games at Hampden. And I know Ida's done well, but for me, Kyogo's still, in my opinion, the big game player for us at the moment. So I'm going to say that he'll play. I think the Ian will play against them in the cup final, and I think he'll be. I think. Aye, that's my reckoning, mate. We're for the same team, so I'm going to go with Ida playing again because it's probably the sharpest I've seen him. Even for last year, it's the sharpest I've seen him. He was really good, and after scoring that type of goal, can you really then no play him in this game? That harsh. So I'm going to go with the same team, mate. Valle at the back, still at left back. Same team actually, apart from Kuhn and I said to you today. Actually, I think Trusty will come in for Skills.
So you think it'll just be Kuhn and Trusty then?
Aye, changes? The rest of I said to you today. Kuhn and I think Trusty will come in for Skills. I think that's the only reason that is a bit more physicality with Trusty, and I think that's it, mate. I think the rest will be the same, and then you've got the cavalry to come on, and if anything does need to go to what we think it should be going, or what we feel that's maybe not right, you've got the guys on the bench to come in and play. So, same teammate apart from Trusty and Kuhn.
Yeah, Celtic 88. You comment there, JP swigging orange juice to stay on side. Not at all. Fresh orange lemonade, sir. Fresh orange and lemonade. Not only orange juice. Don't let the glass fool you. By the way, I'm not a glass half empty kind of guy either. Before you ask,
just a bit of assumption that you go.
Aye, bongo drums.
Get your sports socks, £2 for £1.
Aye. P. McLaughlin's in me, Steve Mayer, it's Casper, AJ, CCV, Trusty, Taylor, Calmac, Hattati, Engels, Kuhn, Kyogo, and Maeda.
Few changes.
I'm going to go with you, Ryan. I think the team will be the exact same as the weekend. I think Ida starts as well. How can you drop the guy, man? Come on. You can't drop the guy. He was unplayable. As was them all, that everyone of them participated on Saturday. So I agree with you, I think Kuhn will come back in for Jamesy, and I think Trusty will come back in for Big Scales. As much as I don't think that's deserved due to his performance at the weekend, but then again, it's harsh if you're dropping any one of them. I can also see P. McLaughlin's thoughts on that team as well, going with a more experienced, and so yeah, as I say, but make no bones about it. Celtic are going to have to turn up and earn this. They're going to have to turn up and play the football. First of all, we know that they can play, and for me, that gives their they give themselves a really good opportunity. I was just going to ask you, mate, if you want to put a score prediction on it.
I'm going to say 3-0, mate. I think it'll be quite comfortable. Well, I know people think that's a surprise or no. I think it'll be 3-0 onwards. I do think the way we're playing, maybe it is been too cocky. I don't know. I can only go on what I'm seeing for my team in Aberdeen. I've dropped off slightly a wee bit performance levels, and I think they're vulnerable to conceding goals. So I'm going to go 3-0 plus, mate. I just think that we're too good now. We're flying. The team's fit. We've got so many options to play as well. So I'm going to go with that, and I'm hoping right. Even if I'm not right, as long as we win the game, that's the main thing. But I really think it'll be a comfortable night for us. Well, I know people think I'm been too confident. I don't know, but I just unless Aberdeen get the first goal, JP, I just don't see how they beat us, because I just think we're too strong, we're too good, and I just feel that the manager will want to go up there and get a performance similar to the semi-final, not to shut people up, but just to say, here, doubt us at your peril. We're still the best team in this country, and I think it's an wee marker as well, because if you win that, I think it's at 7 points or something, 9 points ahead we go, and then it'll be minus 25 or something to Rangers as it stands. So they were across the water. So and they've got a tough game against Kelly as well. So it could be a good night for Celtic tomorrow, mate.
Yeah, with a few mixed scores coming in. A lot of ones saying 4-0, 3-1, 4-1, 5-0. I'm going to go 4-0. I agree with some of the 4-0. So I think it'll be another battering. I think Celtic will start on the front foot, and they'll start as they mean to go. I think what kills teams for us, Ryan, is the 5 subs, mate. I think the way Celtic can make the changes in the game. The other teams in Scotland, like I think you've said before, and I've said to you, teams are losing the game the tunnel now.
Yeah.
Because they're looking across and they're going, paid £11 million for him. There's Engels. Oh no, he'd have paid £9 million for him. There's Kuhn. He'll destroy you if you give him 2 seconds. Scoring goals in the Champions League. There's McGregor. He's unleashing bombs outside the box and scoring. So I think teams are looking at that now and they're saying he's quality. And then Celtic have got that almost changing half a team, just about off the bench to freshen it again and go again.
Just say McKibben starts taking off a £1 million, putting a £1 million guy on.
Aye. So that's what I'm saying. You're looking at that now, and mentally that's hitting teams, right? It's Scotty, you know.
Yep.
Not only that as well, I think a previous comment for Francis earlier, that doing in the semi-final is going to still be fresh in their memory, mate.
Yep. And
that'll play on, especially with injuries. I've heard the boy McKenzie's injured.
I know the goalie's out.
The goalkeeper's out for about 6 weeks. That's going to be a big miss to him. I read tonight as well, Aberdeen are trying to bring in Wayne Hennessy.
Are they? On loan?
Yeah, they're trying to get him just as an emergency loan to help them out, yeah.
Right.
I think the go-between for that was Danny Ward. Apparently Danny Ward's been...
Right. Where's he now? Hennessy, is it Paris or Leicester?
I can't remember, mate. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Apparently he's waiting on Daisy Maeda picking him up on the M74.
Aye, he says you take the motor, I'll get you there.
That's what he's done tonight. He's left the team bus left today and he got up there for them. Good evening, big man. How are you?
Beth, how you doing? All right?
It's good to see you on the channel last night, big fella. Thought you done quite well. You're welcome back anytime, pal.
You will be served.
You will be served. Please come again. Aye. Nice to see you. One of the nice hoodies on and all.
Be Sean Maloney's been good at Christmas time, isn't he, man?
Telling you, aye. He's not been good to me. I'm still sitting here chatting.
That's because he's seen your aye, but he's seen your gloves and scarf last week, so that should have covered.
Aye. I shouldn't have put him on. I knew that was going to be my biggest downfall, by the way, I tell you.
He's sorted. He's got the gloves and the hats now. He's sorted.
Aye, it's little Manky Frankie in it. I've sorted you.
Sorted you.
Aye.
Oh,
and you
I see
me yesterday.
Oh, I see, JP. You like your scarves and gloves, aye?
I got them off your pal. Your pal, good man. Charlie Adam, he's not needing them anymore.
He's no.
Aye. Big Bev says he got his Maloney Christmas parcel. So thought he'd open it early. Compliments Ryan Clifford. Aye. Big Alan, he's still on Tenerife. He doesn't need to these man. He's cutting about. He's cutting about with he's like the guy out the Soko and Lime advert, isn't he? Walking along the beach.
He's like Bob into Tarzan, isn't
he? Aye. People walking by him like that, get your t-shirt back on, you look like an albino on hunger strike.
He's been here for 10 days, man. He's not got a tan.
I know. He's coming in with a face like a bowl of icicles, man. The only guy I know to go to Tenerife came in whiter than he went. That's because Jenna spent all his money.
Don't worry about it. He'll come back with a few Celtic tats for us, know what I mean?
Aye, he'll come back with a few, I give you a good price, not that one of them ones.
Aye. Lifetime guarantee, innit?
Aye. Big stamps on the back of them. one of them will say Legs and Co.
Aye, legs. mind that. When was it? Was it PS soccer? And obviously because of the copyright names, it couldn't be obviously like Petrov and all that. Neil Lennon was Neil Lemon.
Aye. Petrov was Petikov or something.
Petikov, aye.
Petikov. Aye.
Neil Lemon.
Lambert was Lambrus.
Lambrus, brilliant, man. Brilliant.
Even the commentator says the name rang or not. It was brilliant, man. And a good strike there from Petikov.
Aye. Ronald de Mol was Ronald de Boer.
Ronald de Mol was Ronald de Boer, that's right. I remember that, I know. Ronald de Mol.
Brilliant, man. I can't mind the other names, man, but it was Neil Lemon that stood out for me all the time, man.
Lemon. Neil Lemon.
Oh, brilliant, man.
No, Francis, you don't get a tan in the boozers, mate. You're absolutely bang on. Funny, man. Seen a photo of my day, man. I'm like, you've been away for nearly 3 weeks, man. You've came home like a...
Like a ghost, man.
Halloween, man. He's dressed up as Casper.
Casper the ghost.
It's okay, but you get bags for life and everything. The Celtic taps lying and hanging out them and everything. Kaiser says a minute ago, Celtic taps. Or Celtic taps. For a very good price.
A very good price.
But no, mate, I think that's the end of our wee chat. Obviously just under the hour tonight, but as I say, we're busy tomorrow. We're recording something for you, so I can't let out what that is yet, but you'll know in due course, folks. Myself and Barry Bannon, we'll be back on Friday. We'll be going over the game for tomorrow night, and obviously coming up for the game at the weekend. Baz will be buzzing, Ryan, I know about that screaming he scored at the weekend, mate.
Oh, brilliant goal, mate.
I think that's goal of the season.
Potentially up there in that league, mate. It was different gravy, to be fair. I know I watched his interview after he said he made a wee mistake for the Derby goal, but after that, it just shows your character as well, mate. It was different class, and it helped the team towards a fantastic victory. And they're doing really well, mate. I think they're 5 points off the playoff now, so they're doing really well. And obviously, birthday the other day, 35, scoring a birthday, mate. Can't ask for better birthday than that, mate.
No, I know. I bet he can't wait to see us next. We get a lot of stump selfies, won't he?
They give me his wee candles and that. Oh, so
his wee candles, aye.
Tripod filled up, sorry.
He just made the audience totally sick there, Ryan, man. You only took us on a roller coaster there. That's what it's like on here, but it's a total roller coaster every time. But, yeah. It's... No, Chris, you're not getting that one at me, mate. Back off, Isa. You've met your match.
Back up, you spooky bitch. No, Chris, it's not the time yet. It's not your time yet.
Nah, Chris. Nah, mate, you're not getting that one out, as I'm afraid. Sorry. But you will know in due course. Don't worry about that. And like I say, you'll be informed. But for now, and I want to say a massive thanks to everybody that's tuning in with us tonight.
Yep, thank you.
It's always appreciated. Hope you're all well. Also, enjoy the rest of your week. As I said, we'll be back on Friday, 8 o'clock. Jerry, set an alarm, mate. Make sure you're in time, so you know, don't kid on you didn't know where we're on. And the reason I know you were kidding is because we put it in the YouTube community today. So if everybody's subscribed like they're supposed to have, you would have got your wee ping. Ryan, make sure of that. He pings every one of these. Even ping Big Bev, I showed Maloney hoodie and everything for last night's show. So
I'll get loads of pings at 10:30 tonight. Can't wait.
No, that's why I'm need to let you go early, wee man. I know you've got a belter to prepare for.
I've got.
By the way, Stephen, he's on at 10:30 tonight. He won't have that hoodie on. I'm telling you now. He'll be dressed by Big Alan, as you know.
What's suspenders and that?
Going about the main street with baby oil on and everything.
Oh, man.
Aye. She's like, get back in that flat. What are you doing? Move, what have I told you?
Put the cheese away, you hopeless.
You're sleepwalking again, you numpty.
In, move, in.
Get in. That's you snubbed.
And put your Celtic taps in the bin.
Aye, your Celtic taps are getting burnt, son. Sorry. You better ask Santa Claus for a new Celtic tap at Christmas, big fella.
Definitely, man.
If you're going to the game, if anybody's going to the game tomorrow, please enjoy. Take care.
Yep.
It'll be rough. It'll be very, very cold. So do wrap up well. It's cold here in Glasgow, as we know. It's -11.
Yep.
So continue to wrap up well. But above all else, stay safe. We'll see you again
Take care.
on Friday. Tatty bye.